Hey everyone, I am here and we are going to be doing a couple cards using some of the free items that I got, and then this awesome set that I think is really versatile for a lot of different things. This is called Happy and Heartfelt, and it's in the new mini catalog that goes goes January to June. I should remember that being my name and all that. But it is, let's see, where did I put that? I just had that. Oh, here. The mini catalog came out on last Tuesday. Yeah. So, and then Celebration starts too. And if you didn't know, Celebration is when you buy $50 or $100. They have some bigger packages for, hold on. Excuse me. That one was, I knew that was going to be coming. Okay, so it's for every $50 you can get a free item, and there's some really cute free items, and I want to show you probably one of the cutest things. So let me show you what we've got, and I'll just flip you down. Hopefully more people join us. Okay, so first of all, in case anyone wants to order anything that you see here, go to checkout youcanstamp.com, and you can go directly from there to the online store. And if you're buying anything under $150, I would ask you to use this host code. That helps consolidate all of the smaller orders, and I can get some more items to just demonstrate. And so, you know, that's helping me out when you do that. All right, so mini catalog. I wanted to show you, wait. This was on page 51. All right, so here's that. And there's not much to see on that page, but this is really cute. I guess this is just as good here to show you. I liked how it's scripty. And then there's some of these can go together, I realized. So like you could do, well, I'm going to show you a few. So you matter to me no matter what, I thought would go together. Heck yeah, we have to celebrate this. And let's see, what else? Lucky me, I have you. So there's a bunch that could go together. So, all right. So without further ado, let me show you some of the things I came up with. I think I have 3 cards to show you today. 2 of them are cut up. The third one is a little more conceptual, but it's pretty simple. So, hey there. Glad you're here. All right. So I will start with, I'll show you the one that's I finished getting ready most recently. Okay, so I'm going to start with white cardstock, half a sheet folded in half, and then I have this one that says being awesome is just your thing, and then I know I'm thinking up way ahead of time, which is really not like me, but I thought Happy Mom Day would be nice. So yeah, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm not like a official resolution, but it's always been my goal to be more on time, to have things done earlier, all that stuff. So I need to start thinking about that. I have really good intentions. I really do. But it's so hard. I really am not very good at it. I think that's why I married a very efficient person, and my best girlfriend is a very efficient person, and my mother is a very efficient person. Maybe it'll rub off on me, but after 49 years, it hasn't so much. But maybe I'm better than I could have been. All right, so I have, I gotta show you this awesome paper. This paper is free with the $50 purchase. All right, so this is Sunshine and Rainbows. Isn't that adorable? This is my favorite one. And when I was thinking of ideas, I that was my first one, and then I kind of like took ideas 2 through 5, you know, and kind of put those together. So they're just so fun, you know. So there's a rainbow, whoops, and then diagonal lines are always handy. I really think that looks good when they're in strips. It helps with movement and making your, you know, direction in your card. Make it simple. All right, so we got polka dots, and it looks like candy corn to me, but it's little triangles. And then we got all sorts of little patterns. This is a little more toned down, but some pastel colors. And then we got this rainbow. So I believe there is a set where or dies that you could cut things out. I didn't get that. I have to, you know, prioritize, I guess. You know, maybe I'm hoping I can get something like that, but I wanted to get something to show you, you know, so at least I got most of, you know, a bunch of these things. We got the clouds, and then we have these two, and then the backs. We've got lots of bright color here, and all sorts of other pastel, simple type prints. They're always nice to, very handy to have sometimes. Yeah, so, all right, so that's one of the free, you can get a whole pack. It's 6 by 6, and how many pieces do you get in here? 48. So that's pretty good. All right, so now I have a strip. This is 1 3/8, and I'm going to use this. Being awesome is just your thing. And I don't want to use black because I don't have that in the colors, but here I have, I'm going to be using these 2 patterns. All right, and I'm going to stamp this with Bermuda Bay. So being awesome is just your thing. Oh, I kind of want it a little more centered. Hopefully that's a little better, yeah. And then Happy Mom Day, and that will go in here. Well, Joe A., I would love to have you in, but I don't know how to do that. So, I don't know if you can, I just saw this thing pop up. If there's a way, or you can tell me how to do that, we'd love you to at least watch. If not, if I can't, you know, don't know what else you're doing here. So, all right, well, let's just keep on going. Hopefully you can join us. All right, so here I have Stamp and Seal. I'm going to put some of this, oh, that's right. I like to use this silicone mat to keep from getting it all over my tabletop, because I'm pretty neat, but I'm not perfect. And by the way, I very carefully cut this out so that the lines would be angled this way. I could have cut it out this way, if you could imagine the whole sheet, but then all the lines would be going this way, and it's almost like writing the word red in blue. You know, it's kind of dissonant, I guess might be the word. So, and it's not something you normally think about, but it really helps your card if you do. So I did that on purpose. Now I'm going to put this way down at the edge. I was originally going to have some white showing, but I tried it and I really didn't like it. So I'm going to have white inside the card and all that, but I'm not going to have it show. Although, I might have to trim it a tad. So, all right, and then I'm going to put this up the top as well. Okay. Okay, and then looks like I'm off a little bit. All right, so now I want to use this paper, and I'm going to put that something like this. Oh, Julie, that's okay. Come whenever you can. I'm just so happy you're on here. That's the important part. And I got to see both you and Jill yesterday. That was awesome. So here it looks like I'm a tad bit over. I guess that's okay. We won't worry about it too much. All right, and then I cut this out of a piece of that really fun paper. That's the same pattern right here. It came out of like right there. So I cut that out with a circle, and then I cut this. This is the circle, layering circles. And so this is going to have a very tiny little edge there. All right, so this is going to look like this, and we're going to have this be right here. All right. But wait, there's more. So, So I got this other suite of things. It's called, I demonstrated it last night, New Horizons, the whole suite that I got. And it came with 2 new kinds of cotton ribbon. And it's interesting because that set really didn't have petal pink in it, but this one has petal pink in it. And I think this is going to go 1,000 times better. See how it's got that color right there in some of the rainbows? So I think that's going to look great. Now the idea is I wanted it to, I might actually have to put that here, come to think of it. I had this, I wanted to put this right here. I guess I could do that. Then I would have, oh, it's kind of high. I didn't want to put it that high. Well, maybe I can, I don't want to cover up all of the stuff on that really cool paper. But I'm realizing I don't have as much room as I thought I did. So I wanted to put this like right here. So I guess I could do that. But now I'm, well, I guess it's not what I had meant to do, but I guess I could always just put the bow there. I wanted to put this behind it, but now I'm realizing this is kind of high. Well, maybe I could do it this way. I wanted this little rainbow to show, so maybe I could do that reverse. Well, you know what else I could do? I could do that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Sorry, doing some thinking here. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I am going to put some adhesive on the back of this, about here and here. And then I'm going to wrap this. Oops, maybe. Okay, that's going to go around there. So, okay, so now I've got that attached on either side. I want to put a lot more adhesive so that doesn't go anywhere. All right, that's going to go on my card, just about there. Okay, now this I would like to attach onto here, so let's do that. Whoop. Sorry. I want to hitch a ride. All right. Now this is going to go over here. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to cut this. And use this, where did I have, here. This is always a super easy way, so I want to see that's about here. So if you can tell, I have it sort of centered here. I want this to be straight up. I'm gonna make it a little tail like that. And I'll do the same thing on this side. So we got a little bit of the sun and the rainbow and all that stuff right there. All right, so let me attach that. This got some static here. All right, I'll put that right there under the rainbow. Okay, and then this will get popped up with some dimensionals, and I'm almost out, so I'm going to be very efficient and use some of the edges. Nothing goes to waste, right? Okay. So I've got this great focal point, and I'm going to put it in the bottom right hand corner instead of the bottom left hand corner like I was trying to force it. Okay, so it'll go kind of right through there, but it also will make this little edge so it stands, pops, you know, stands out, I guess would be the word. Right, but these also, this is a bigger version of any of these, similar colors. Probably would look good if I had edged that, but I didn't. And then, oh, I want to put one more thing. I want to put a bow. So I am going to put this underneath, and then I'm going to make a loop. And I'm going to, without making a knot actually, but I'm going to make a loop with this one that is attached to my card under it. And then I'm going to take that loop that I'm going to take through and pull that out. So I'm going to adjust this. All right, and that actually can be adjusted sliding back and forth, right? You know, so I can make that closer if I wanted to, or farther. And then I'm going to use the sewing scissors actually, because these paper snips are just perfect for paper, but they're sometimes a little tricky for the fabric type things after a while. So, and these scissors are plenty old. I think I'm gonna put a glue dot under that, although, whoops, that's pretty cute. I can slide that, see how nice that is. So you could even, you know, I don't know. I wish it would behave a little bit better there. I don't know. It's kind of what I wanted to do there. So, all right. Okay, so there's my first card. I like it. It's very fun. And we used this ribbon from the other, from the New Horizons set, or suite, I should say. All right, so there's one card. All right, another card. We're gonna use Bermuda Bay again. I didn't really think about that. Probably should have. Although the base of it is actually white. I guess that's where I was not thinking about it. All right, I'm gonna score that at 5.5. Which I could have done before, but I did not. So, all right, so I'm gonna make this one vertical. There was a particular reason and I changed it, so actually it could have gone either way, but this was the scrap I had, or the piece I had. So, okay, now I wanted to show you how you could make your own clouds with a stencil. Now, if you can, I would suggest that you get the cloud punch. I believe there's a cloud punch now, and that would be ideal. But if you can't get that right away, I do have an idea for you on how to make your own stencil. All right, so I have a piece of cardstock and some circle dies from that layering circles. I originally used the big one, but I think I'm actually going to stick with these smaller ones. Now I have my mini cut and emboss machine. I don't know why I can't remember that. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to basically cut out some a shape that looks cloud-like. All right, so I'm gonna have to go through like 3 or 4 times though to do that. So here, oops. All right, so that's the first one. And take that out. Now I'm going to use the negative space basically. And let's see, put that there. Now this is going to look kind of a mess at first, but it comes together. All right, now I'm going to use the smaller one and cut off something a little more, a little off-centered. There we go. Okay, now you're probably starting to see how that looks kind of cloud-like, right? And then, let's see, something like that. Okay. All right, so now I have this shape that looks, I think could be very much cloud-like. All right, and originally I made it too big, so I used the smallest two from that set. Whoops. Timber. All right, so now I have this, and I'm going to make some clouds. I am going to put a piece of paper behind it, and I have a sponge dauber and white craft ink. So I'm going to put some things on the edges because the focal point of this one's going to be right in the middle. So I'm just going to put the edges so that they look like they're clouds. You know what? You could cut this off too. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have, but oh well. It just didn't look right to me. But let's see. I can do something like this down here. But yeah, like I said, I probably should have left that alone, to be honest. But, alright, then I could do... Yep, don't let it move. That's the key to stencils, right? Don't let them move. Alright, so I got 3. You could do 5. I would recommend an odd number. Again, I made this kind of a scaling triangle. if you really look hard. Um, all right, so that's my clouds. Then I want to build this, and I used more of that awesome paper. All right, so it's all very colorful, and I fussy cut out one of the rainbows. Okay, I like that it's only 4 because there is some symbolism to rainbows at times that I wouldn't necessarily intend, and so I think this really simple just shows simple, right? Like fun, and we're not going deep with symbolism or anything like that. So, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could, I suppose, right? Depends on who you're sending it to and all that. So I hate to overthink this stuff, but I do, I guess I'm just sort of in my nature to overthink things, right? So I want to make, oh, what's going on here? Okay. I'm not usually a symmetrical design kind of person, but I did see a card once, and it was way more complicated than this, but I thought I would just take the idea and tweak it. So I have 2 2-inch squares here, and then this is 2.5. But do you see how that makes a cute design with a little variety? So, yeah, so I made this, and let's put some adhesive on that side. So originally, I was going to use the dotted paper and layer it so that it had a frame. Here's a couple I was trying, and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really end up liking that. This was just simpler in the long run, and I liked it better. Sometimes simple is just better, right? So, but again, I keep doing this off. See how it's like closer here than it is over here? I don't know, I keep doing that, but I think it would just make a mess to try to move it, so I won't worry about it. This, I'd like to put some glue dots, or mini, dimensionals on it. I had a whole bunch of them. I guess I'll use that leftovers thing that I did. I have 3 here. But that's okay. I'm being a good example here and using my leftover. I'm sorry. Every so often that happens. Although twice in this video, of course. We are trying to do something about the dust in this house, though. Our furnace, we had quite a week, actually. Our furnace blew up last week. Well, not blew up, but like broke down, I guess. And we did have somebody out here, and he was able to jury rig it, I guess, temporarily, but it's 20 years old at least, and we're probably going to need to replace it. So apparently there's a huge range of heater or furnace costs, and it goes from, well, the lowest guy was $1,690, and then we go all the way up to like $7,000. It's crazy, the range, and I'm trying to figure out why there's such a range. And have some theories on that, but I think I'm going to go with actually a 4th quote. So now here, like I said, I'm not a big fan of symmetrical generally, but that's what I ended up doing here. I was thinking you could do kind of like a cloud there, like a squarish cloud though, but I ultimately put it here. Now I want to put some words on it, and what I decided for this one was going to be, you matter to me no matter what. And even though it doesn't have black in here, I am going to do that. Yeah, I want it to stand out. So I was thinking it probably would look great in Bermuda Bay, but I'm going to do this. So you matter to me Now I cut this out with the rectangle dies. A little bit crooked. And then this will go on the inside. So these both have the word matter in it, so I kind of thought, oh, I think they were intended to go together. But you could put no matter what. I love you, no matter what. There was one that said I love you. I mean, there's, you know, a lot of different instances that you could use that. All right, so let me attach that, and then I also want to put something non-paper on here. I think I will raise that up. Sure. All right, we're still doing pretty good with time, looks like. You matter to me. All right, and then I want to use this really soft ribbon. This is the Whisper White crushed seam bind, or crinkled seam binding, I think it's called. So as usual, I make a loop and I wrap it around the tip of my thumb and around the loop, and then I make another little loop and push that through where my thumb was and grab that. And that makes a very simple bow. You got to be real gentle with adjusting it, but then it makes a great bow. I mean, there's probably lots of ways to demonstrate that, but that's how I do it. And you know, actually I want to have some kind of longer titles here, so all right, and that's going to go right here. All right, where's my scissors? And then I'm going to use the glue dot. That's going to go right there. So you can, that can go under there a little bit. There. If you like. I mean, this, if you, it almost, you could make like pigtail looks, you know, if you put it, really make it symmetrical, but I really prefer the asymmetrical. But, and then this bow makes your eye come to it like an asterisk, right? So there is my second card. Very colorful. All right. And my last card, I still need to cut a little bit up, but I'm making a baby card this time. I have not made a baby card in a long, long time. So I thought let's do it. So I have these two pages, and let's see. I'm going to use white as a background, or you know, a base of the card. And I used the piece that I had prepared for this. Or could have used anyway, but I used it for something else. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, then this is gonna get folded in half. It probably would be a lot easier if I scored it at 4 1/4. Make sure you use the score, not the cutter. All right, so that made it easier. All right, so then I'm going to, what I want to do is kind of like that first card where there's a little bit sticking off. So I think that I'm going to make that let's see, let's make that well, for efficiency's sake, we're going to use 3. I think I could have done 2 1/2, but let's do 3. All right, now this is really fun. It made me think of pajamas, kids' pajamas. I don't really know why, but I'm going to have to cut that down. I just realized. All right, and then this Well, do we want some white showing off the edge? Or all the way? Let's do all the way. All right, so we'll make that 4 1/4. You could do smaller strips like I did. Maybe I should. Then I can get more out of it, right? So I'll do smaller strips. Maybe like 1. All right, and then both of these, all of these need to be cut down to 5 1/2. Or I could glue them on and cut them. That'd probably be just as easy. All right, so similar as that last one, or first one, I should say. I'm gonna make these. I love these cute little hearts. Aren't they adorable? All right. All right, and you know what? I'm just not gonna be. It's gonna be kind of hiding under something, so. All right, and then this will go over here. Yep, made a little close to the edge there. Yeah, make it that way. All right, and then let's, I'm going to make this attached too. Hopefully I don't regret that, but. So I'm going to make that closer to the one side than the other. Like a lot closer. Actually, I want to check something. Okay, I'm actually to make the words. Oh. A scrap of white. Oh, that's really small. All right, here's one. All right, so I'm going to do the words before I do this part. I just realized that there could be a problem. All right, so I want to do hello, baby. And what would be a good color to use? I should find that blue. And the blue, by the way, there is a little bit, so they give you the colors on the back, but I would note that some of these yellows, the yellow in this was way closer to crushed curry than mango melody. Blah. All right, so misty moonlight, I guess, would be the color. All right, so misty moonlight. Here is misty moonlight. I'll do the words in that. So this card could be boy or girl. I actually have some pink and some blue, but all right. You'll understand in a sec. All right, so I'm going to use this punch. All right, I'm going to just make that shape right there. So this is a very simple design, but I don't think I measured it right the more I look at it. So we'll see if I should have trimmed more off. So what I wanted to do is have it where, right at the edge there. So I think I'm going to have that incorrect, but oh well, I'm going to have to put it on. All right. I could have put a ribbon, that probably would look nice too. Oh, this is very sticky. It'll be fine. It will. All right, so now let me trim this. Maybe. All right. All right, and then this is gonna go right here. Okay, and I'm gonna put these little hearts on it. So let's use a glue dot. So I used these, the hearts came from the set. It's a new set. It's this one, Sweethearts Dies. So it came with the little bitty one and this one. There's a 3 kind of medium-sized hearts, and this one was kind of elongated, which made me think of the, you know, it's kind of that style, right? And then these baby ones. There's a lot of these little baby ones, so I just took one of them. All right, I'm gonna put that on there. Okay, and then that could be popped up. So I think I could have planned better on this. But I also have white baker's twine, which is relatively easy to work with. So even if I had to go around the back of this, I think that's okay. All right. Now, you know what? I'll do this. I'll make a little bow underneath it. Does that sound good? So it'll sort of be like three elements here. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I'm not even doing it on the screen. I'm sorry. Oh, no. All right, I'm gonna have to tie a knot. It's okay. All right, and then I'll put a little bow here. All right, and then we trim it. And then I'm going to put this right on top and I do some adjusting here. Makes me think of kites too a little bit, doesn't it? All right, let's put some dimensionals on this. And I think I'm done. I cut these kind of big, but I sure did. All right. Ah, come on. Okay. Put that there. Okay, hello baby. So yeah, I mean this could be, you know, like to take it to a baby shower, or maybe someone you know is having a baby, and then I have the word congratulations if you would like. So that will help keep the string in place. And then here's the word congratulations, and I'll use the blue for that. There. Okay, so it's very sweet, very simple, wasn't too complicated, used mostly paper and a good word set, which is what I would recommend, especially for your start. Okay, so yeah, this is what I got. Well, here, it's not fitting my screen very well. I guess this is my result. Okay, so lots of rainbows and sunshine. That's what that was for. This free paper for a $50 purchase. Yeah, and so please check it out. We have youcanstamp.com. There is a store that you can go to. These are great products. And I will be back next Tuesday. They need me subbing a lot, but I also have lots of things to do for this and for my library jobs. So I will be, you know, trying to put some time in to make some more very awesome things. So thank you so much really, thank you for supporting me and being here. I really appreciate it. I just can't tell you enough what that means for me, to me. So, and I know other people check it out later on, but to be here in person just really helps. All right, well, have a wonderful night. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.